Kavya and welcome if you are new to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before to my brand new video, which I am honestly so excited about. It's the very first video dedicated solely to art, and if you've been following me on Instagram for long enough, you know how much I love art, and I very frequently post a lot of painting videos and process videos and things like that on my stories. In fact, I have an Instagram page dedicated simply to art, which is called Shift by Kavya. Just gonna link it right here for you guys if you didn't know that already. You know what, I'm just gonna go and sit down and take you guys with me through all the art supplies that I have with me. And if you are into art, needless to say, you're absolutely gonna enjoy this video, because I am talking everything right from paper to pencil and oil paints to watercolors, everything. And if you are not into art, I have a feeling you might still enjoy this video, because there's going to be a lot of demo videos running parallel. So yeah, just try and stick through, and for all you know, you might just find yourself inspired to take up art, even if it's just as a hobby, and it doesn't matter how good or bad you are at it. It's honestly so therapeutic, and it's almost like meditating. And yeah, I can go on and on, because that's just how passionate I am about this. I don't want to make this intro any longer. I have a feeling that I've been rambling on for a while. So just give this video a big fat thumbs up if you enjoy watching it, only if you enjoy watching it. And make sure you subscribe to my channel, hitting the bell button so that you know every time I upload a new video. Now, without wasting any further time, let's get this video started. Okay, so first things first, what I have with me is the Faber-Castell Super Dark pencils. They do a pretty decent job when it comes to sketching, and if you are someone who's heavily into art, I highly recommend investing in a pair of Staedtler pencils. They are amazing. They glide onto paper like butter, and if you are someone who's obsessed with stationery, you will know what I mean when I say that, you know, it's just so beautiful to sketch with a pair of Staedtlers. So yeah, those are amazing, but these are pretty good too. Okay, the next supply that I have with me is the Montmartre charcoal pencils. This is basically a 12-piece set, and it comes with like 6 soft, 4 medium and 2 hard charcoal pencils, and I have used a bunch of them, and they are really nice, very good quality. It looks like this. And they are not even too expensive. They are for 400 rupees, and you get 12 pieces, and honestly this will last you quite a long time. So this is a good place to start if you have never tried charcoal pencils before. Okay, so I'm absolutely obsessed with watercolors, and I love the fluidity, the magic, and the little bit of, you know, you don't really know how exactly it's going to turn out, how the paint blends with water and how it's going to turn, because it reacts very differently to different papers. I'm going to talk about that a little later. But what I have with me is a super basic starter kit, which is the Camel Artist watercolors, a pack of 12. So at this point, I'm going to tell you that it really doesn't matter how expensive your art supplies are. If you are truly passionate about art, don't let that deter you that, you know, she or he has a more expensive supply and thus his or her work is more superior to mine. No, it doesn't matter. Like, of course, using a more premium product feels good. It blends itself better on canvas or paper, but trust me, this is only 185 rupees, and that's like 12 shades right there. And I have created so many watercolor works earlier with this, and I am so proud of those pieces, you know. So this is one of the starter kits that you will find in the stationery market. It's really affordable, goes such a long way, and honestly I still don't have a more expensive version of watercolors, and I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. You know, these work beautifully. So if you are into watercolors, highly recommending this Camel watercolor if you are just starting out. Okay, the next set of watercolors that I'm going to show you, I am so excited about them. I've had this for around a year now, and every time I work with it, I'm just as excited as I was when I was waiting for the order to come home after I placed it on Amazon. So this is basically a 42 watercolor palette, okay, and it comes like this. oh my god, it's so beautiful. And it's like this whole kit which you can travel with. Okay, I mean, just look at them, so pretty to look at. Okay, and the reason I found this to begin with is because I wanted to do a lot of like watercolor travel documenting on the go, like carry a little journal and have like, you know, these loose watercolor paintings and just capture the moment as is when I'm out and about. And carrying around this whole set of tubes and a palette and a paintbrush, etc, etc, is not feasible. So I did some research to find out as to how people usually work their way around this, and then I came across this beauty online and I was like, oh my god, I need to own this. This is so cute, this is so beautiful. And then I did a lot of research and I saw that it was well worth the money. This was around, like, I don't remember, even like maybe 1300, 1500, I don't remember. So I was like, I need this in my life, and it is so good. Like, it works so well. The colors are super pigmented. I didn't think that the color quality, the payoff would be so good, because I don't know, I'd not heard about this brand before. It's called Meeden, but it's so nice. And you know, it comes with this little water brush. Basically, you fill in water on one side, and then when you're working with the brush, you just press it a little and the water comes over to this nib, and then you activate the palette by just, you know, like running over it with a little moist pen, and then you just go on and paint it. And here's a little sponge thingy where you can clean your brush, but I just carry a tissue, like a set of tissues around, because I don't want to dirty this. Like you can see, I have actually preserved everything in the packaging. Like, you will find the packaging intact of everything, but I've always been that kind of a kid. I still have all my Barbie dolls and everything intact, because yeah, things that are close to my heart, I really take good care of them. So yeah, this is so good. If you're on a holiday and you want to capture the moment, this is great. It just fits into a little purse and you can create art anywhere that you are. Okay, I think I got a little carried away, but I hope you are still with me on this video. Next up, I am going to be talking about this set of Montmart gouache paints. Now, I hadn't worked with gouache paints for a long time, but I had seen so many tutorials, and you know, like, I usually watch a lot of like art videos. Just, you know, I keep it in the background when I'm doing something, because it's like therapy for me. I really enjoy the whole process of, you know, if I'm not creating art, I want to see that happening. It's so inspiring. So I'd seen so many artists create such beautiful work with this, and I really wanted to give this a try. And this is what it looks like. It comes with 12 tubes. I have not used too much of this, honestly, but the little that I have used it, I can tell you the quality is really nice. And I think this brand Montmart is really nice when you want to try out things for the first time. It's not too expensive either. Okay, it's for 600 rupees, and if you are into art, you know that, you know, this is a good cost, and the quantity also is pretty good. So yeah, and a good selection of colors again. Fabulous to work with. The little work that I did, I can tell you, I really enjoy using this. While this was Montmart, I have a brand new gouache color set, which is Mary's. I don't know how you pronounce it, but like I told you, I have this obsession that when I see art supplies and stationery, I like want it. I came across this at one art store in Dubai, and I was like, oh my god, what is this brand? Like, I've never seen it before. I obviously had to Google it right there and then, and I figured that this brand, which is Mary's, I don't know, is basically one of the top selling art supply brands in China. And I was just like, I need to try this out. It was for 14 dirhams, which is actually just around 250 rupees, which is really cheap considering how this one cost me. I'm so bad at numbers, I don't remember what I told you guys. 600. So this one cost me 600, and this one is literally like half the price. So yeah, I had to pick this one up. Next up, we have oil paints. Now, what I have with me is the Montmart oil paints, and this stuff again is like 12 tubes, which retail for 650 rupees. And again, it comes with similar packaging like this. Beautiful stuff, really easy to work with. So I hadn't really tried a lot of oil paints before, and I feel like this is again a good place to start with because Montmart, their quality is really nice for the money that you're spending. It's kind of on the lower end, and I don't know, but I haven't really seen Faber-Castell and Camlin and Camel do oil paints and things like that. I might be wrong, but I haven't come across that anywhere. So I feel like these guys really have a wide range of art supplies, and the quality is also really good. So this is that. Okay, next up, I'm going to show you a bunch of different bottles right here that I have with me. These are your basic Fevicryl acrylic colors. I don't have the complete kit with me right now. I just have a bunch of them right here because I had to leave behind so many things in India. I couldn't get everything with me. So this is what I have right now, and I can tell you that this stuff is really good. It goes so well on so many surfaces, right from canvas to fabric and even paper for that matter. So the great part is that you can pick up the whole kit, or you can also, at least in India, I know you can pick up those individual bottles, and it's really cheap. It's like 20 bucks, 30 bucks if it's the metallic one, so really affordable. And yeah, like this is again something that you must have in your art collection because works wonders on so many surfaces and is really multi-purpose. Okay, I think I've more or less covered all the paint supplies that I had with me. Next up is this beloved set of oil pastels. This one is from Camel, and it's a set of 50 shades. Oil pastels are so close to my heart because I must be around like 6 years old when on one of my birthdays, my Masi gifted me my very first set of oil pastels, and I didn't know they existed until then. And oh my god, it was life changing. Like when I found my first, it was a set of 42 or 48 oil pastels, and I still remember they were all at home on my birthday, and I was in my room obsessing over how the oil pastels glided onto paper. It was so magical because until then I had only used crayons, okay, like your wax crayons. So this was like, oh my god, they blend into one another, they glide on like magic on paper. Oh my god, where was this 5 years of my life? I still remember that, and I was really good at this, okay. Like I remember I had won some competitions also, art competitions, where the theme was like, not the theme, the medium was oil pastels. I was really good at like shading and like faces, portraits, and like full figures and even sceneries and things like that. But somewhere along the line I kind of started gravitating more towards watercolors and acrylics and things like that, and I didn't use much of oil pastels. So recently I bought myself another kit, and I worked on a couple of art pieces with them. And I can tell you that they are still so much fun to work with, and you just need to let loose when you're working with them because they are just like, I don't know. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm being so passionately emo about all of this, but I hope you are with me still, and at least there are some of you who still are into art as much as me, so that you can like vibe with everything that I'm saying. Speaking of childhood memories and art, I think you guys should let me know in the comments below as to what are some of your fondest memories when it comes to art and your childhood, because I think we all had our art classes which were compulsory in school. At least I had it, and I really used to look forward to it, but there were other kids who were not so great at art, who used to detest it with all their heart. So I don't know, just tell me in the comments below what are some of the fondest memories that come to your mind when you think of art and your childhood. But yeah, long story short, like if you've never worked with oil pastels before, I think you should give it a try. It's really fun to work with. It might take you a little time to get used to like the pressure, because they really respond very well to pressure and the whole blending to colors and things like that. Super stuff. Love this. So yeah, this is oil pastels, really basic kit again. This is only for 170 rupees. Lasts so well, lasts so long. And yeah, that's that. Okay, what do we talk about next? Ooh, let's talk about makeup brushes. Not makeup brushes, let's talk about paint brushes. Okay, so I basically store all my paint brushes in this. I don't even know how I have this. I think this was my mom's agarbatti dabba or something. I have no idea, but it's a really fun way to keep it. Like they stay really nicely secure in there. So I have a lot of brushes, okay, and I love them all. I'm just gonna like show you the different types of brushes that I have in here with me very broadly. So first things first, let's talk about these. These are your round brushes, okay? Great to do like a watercolor wash and just paint in general. So also, if you are new to art, let me just tell you that, you know, all these brushes have like numbers on them. They start from 0 and then like 0, 4, 6, you know, like, and then the breadth and the thickness of each brush changes. So you might want to collect like at least a couple of them in different sizes. That way you have more control over, you know, your paint and everything else. Like, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. So yeah, these are the round brushes that I have. Then I also have a lot of these flat brushes, okay? So these flat brushes are again great when you are working with like acrylics or even watercolors over like wide areas. These are again super, and they are also great when you want to do like neat outlines and things like that. You just have a better control with this because you get like really nice sharp edges and things like that. And I also have these really wide ones. I use this for my DIYs and things like that when I'm using acrylics and, you know, like just bigger projects. I store them in these pouches because I don't know, I'm just that person. So that's that. I'm not talking about the brands because honestly I have so many कि मुझे पता भी नहीं कि कौन से हैं. They are like Camlin and I don't know, Camlin again, Fine Art, I don't know, like there are just too many here. Yeah, so this is that. Okay, those were paint brushes. Now I have to talk to you about this amazing pen, which is this Pentel pen. Okay, it's a Japanese brand. It comes like this. It has a nib like a paint brush. Okay, it's super beautiful to work with. If you are anybody who's into like line drawings and like, you know, like you make a lot of sketches and then you just want to like highlight some parts of this, this is so good to work with. It's like fluid, but obviously it'll take you some time to master this. Like I remember I sat and I did like straight lines, zigzag lines, curves, circles for like 2 days straight before I thought that, okay, you know, I can handle this pen. Again, this is a bit expensive. I don't remember, but I think I paid some 1200 or 1500 for this pen, but it's so worth it because every time I use it I'm like so excited and it just brings me so much happiness. So this is that. And I also bought this ink, which is the drawing ink. This is the Rotring one. I did a lot of research and I figured that this would be cheaper to fill the cartridge in this with this ink rather than, you know, buying the cartridge over and over again, because then it could turn out to be potentially more expensive for you. And this was just for like rupees 140. So I usually like use, wait, I'll show you. It looks like this. So cool, huh? And then you just like, you know, open this stuff, put the ink in the cartridge, and then you're good to go again. And when I sit, I use a lot of this, so I'm so happy that I bought this ink because then I don't have to feel guilty about overusing this beautiful pen. And it's really nice quality, totally worth the money. So yeah, that is this Pentel pen. Okay, let's talk art books. Okay, so you know, for the longest time before I started earning and before I could afford quality paper, I used to just use your normal drawing book or like, you know, cartridge paper. My mom used to get me this set of like 150 cartridge loose papers, and then I used to use that. And then I started earning and then I could spend, and now I have this whole collection of like sketchbooks and art books. And this is not even everything. I have left a lot of stuff back in India, and I can't tell you, it's so exciting when you have like a book that is dedicated to each medium. Okay, I will talk you through this, but before I do that, let me tell you that, like I told you, for like a good, I don't know what, 18 to 20 years, 20 years I think of my life, I was using basic cartridge paper. Okay, and I was still creating art, and that art was still good at that time. Of course, when I look back now, I'm like, So if you can't buy all of this right now, if you're still studying, you're still in college, you can't spend on these things right now, it's okay, it's completely fine. I've been there before. And you know what, just continue practicing and use whatever medium you have with you, just use it, you know, just get better at your craft. And when you can spend on things, all these really don't cost as much when, you know, you are independent and things like that. You know, it won't hurt you as much if you're still so passionate. Okay, so first things first, I have this sketch pad with me. Okay, so this one is great for pastels, charcoal and pencil. So ispe I do my charcoal art and stuff like that. Basic like random sketching when I'm bored and things like that. This was bought simply, you know, to sketch. It's not very expensive. It's for 160 rupees, and yeah, it has 25 sheets, 150 GSM. GSM is the thickness of the paper, and it plays a very big role in how your medium works. These are all the artworks that I have done on this very sketch pad, and these are all just Pentel pen. Okay, so works really well. Like you can see, there's no bleeding on the other side, and this is where the GSM of the paper comes into place. Okay, this one right here is again Montmartre sketchbook. This is 150 GSM, but this one has heavyweight backing. Okay, so if you want to work with watercolors, look out for paper that says heavyweight backing. That way you can layer on your watercolor one over the other, work with like multiple layers, and it will still not bleed through. So pastels, I've used pastels here. Now I use pastels on this paper versus that one because this one has a bit of texture. A lot of mindless ballpoint pen. Again, like I was telling you, you don't really need to spend too much to create good art. This is nothing. This is just like your normal gel pen that I was, you know, using to create this. And yeah, like a lot of like other pencil work and things like that. This is again inspired by Van Gogh, and it's only Pentel pen that I used here. And this is from the time when I was trying to sketch, like do a sketch a day. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like me to do like a complete, you know, sketchbook tour or something of that sort. Like I'm not sure as to how many people are really into art, so I'm not going to bore you with that right now. Okay, let's move on to the next one, which is A4 watercolor book, which is again Montmartre. I somehow have a lot of Montmartre pieces, and this is 190 GSM heavyweight backing. Okay, this is amazing when you want to layer a lot of watercolors and it will not bleed through on the other paper. The paper can really stand through all the layering, and like you can see, I've done a lot of watercolors and things like that. This one was like complete sketch pens, and in fact I haven't spoken to you guys about sketch pen. I know I'm digressing, but I don't really have them on me right here. I have them in India. And yeah, this was you know, from our save the date that I had done for the wedding, which was like the whole Kerala thing that I created. In fact, I have a video on Instagram with the whole process video. I'll try to put it somewhere right here as to how I created this. But yeah, like a lot of watercolors. Now look at this. This is art that I created using that very basic Camel artist watercolor kit, and you know, a little bit of these for like accents here and there. And yeah, in fact, even that one that you see right there was made on this sketch pad, and then I cut it up and I framed it in that. Finally, what I have with me is this canvas pad. Okay, I got this from India at this store called Itsy Bitsy. It's in this Phoenix Market City Mall. Okay, and I loved how these were basically loose canvas sheets, which means that you can work on an individual piece of canvas. Like I made this one, so yeah, like you can just work on one sheet and then, you know, frame it or whatever. It doesn't come with that whole board and things like that, so a lot more easier to travel with, because I was doing so much to and fro between India and Dubai. This just made sense. And of course, supplies are a lot more expensive here, so I try and shop whenever I'm back in India. This is another thing that I'm working on right now. It's far from complete, but just showing you guys. So this is basically a 320 GSM, which means it's really thick, like those that I showed you for 150, 170 GSM. This is A3 acid free, archival quality, 10 sheets, which I purchased for I'm not sure, but I think this wasn't very cheap. I think this was, I don't know, 1200, 1500, something like that. But yeah, since I create so much art, I don't mind spending on my art supplies. And yeah, finally there's this new sketchbook that I have that I picked up from the same store where I picked up that Chinese gouache paint from. It's so nice. It's like such beautiful texture and like heavily bound, and you must have figured by now that I have a weakness for great stationery, and the paper quality is so nice. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna carry this and this whenever I'm out and about. This will be like my little travel watercolor kit, sketch kit if you may. I think we've spoken art for a very long time now, and I'm not complaining, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video too. Do let me know as to what are some of your favorite art products, and you know, if anything that I've missed, anything that you'd like me to work on further related to art in the coming times, I'd really be so happy to do that. And yeah, I think that's a wrap on this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this art supply haul. A little different, but I think I had fun shooting it. So until the next video, bye.